It's week 3 of the 2022 season. And coming up, we'll see Cam Akers. He had a great week to build off of last time out, reaching triple digits and adding 2 touchdowns. It's the Rams and the Cards, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin here with Charles Davis, as always. And CD, you look at the Rams in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Arizona's offense takes the field, and no surprises. The man that's guiding them, the Pro Bowler in his 4th season at the wheel of this offense, Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray had his Arizona Cardinals cruising in 2021, leading them to 11 wins, despite sharing a division with both of the NFC title game participants. It was also Arizona's first playoff appearance since 2015. Like his team, Murray's improved each of the last 3 seasons and would have set career highs across the board had he not missed a couple of starts.
And his first pass is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for James Conner. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This defense for the Rams, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, Brandon Powell. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now here comes the Los Angeles offense and the man in charge of it in his 2nd season with the team, 14th overall in what's been an impressive career, Matthew Stafford.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. And the Rams at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Akers. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up the 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They're holding him in the game.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
And one of the real good guys in this league, J.J. Watt. Not a malicious play, just football as far as he's concerned, but at the same time, he's got to know a little bit better and not take the shot there.
They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted last week, they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. catch is made by Marquise Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The draft day trade said Hollywood got much closer to Hollywood when Baltimore shipped him to Arizona for a first-round pick. He's joining the Cardinals at a great time, too, coming off of a breakout season. It saw him cross 1,000 yards for the first time on a career-best 91 receptions. He's going to make an already exciting offense that much more dynamic.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Murray now. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, Ertz over the middle. Down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
To throw is Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown. Zach Ertz. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point good now. And we are tied at 7. So the Cardinals are going 75 yards in 7 plays. So they'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
7-7, our score after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. That'll be caught by Cobb. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a give. Akers running left. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. Oh, look at the juke.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. After the turnover, here's Murray. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On 2nd and 10, Murray over the middle, complete. It's Connor, and he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it, give him 7 there on the first down carry. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Murray tucks and runs. And he is going to lose yardage here. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Murray from midfield. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try to find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Murray going to throw. And the reception made by Green. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. From the red zone. Here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Murray trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Murray now on 1st down. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Second down and 3. Here's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Murray to air it out again. Screen pass to Connor. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the late score here in the final minute of the first half. Prater for the extra point. And it would equate a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Prater to kick. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Murray now to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Prater's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. The Chargers, I think you have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, I mean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Packers who are out in front in the second quarter. Aaron Jones has a touchdown on the ground. From there, we fly north to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Deshaun Watson, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. Dameon Pierce, well over 100 yards on the ground with a pair of touchdown runs. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game.
as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
To throw is Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Again, it's Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
They start the drive with Connor.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Here's Connor on the read option.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray.
This will be swung out here for Connor.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. To throw is Murray. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Rams to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And able to
use a stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Going right back to Akers. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Murray. He's got the connection to Moore. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Here's Murray from midfield. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away.
On the return is Powell.
35 yards that time on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
On 1st down at Stafford. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The offense on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people don't question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
So out now come the Cardinals. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that'll bring him back within a point. So that gets him a little closer as he converts there, but you have to think back to the field goal he missed earlier.
Right now, that's the difference between leading and trailing. So at this moment, he's reciting that kicker's prayer that we know so well. Just give me one more shot before this one's said and done.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Akers. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Throwing is Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. On the handoff, it's Akers. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Stafford completes it to Robinson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Here's Akers. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 72 yards rushing for him now to this point. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now Stafford. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams will add to their 4th quarter lead. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only 1 score. But you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Murray now. It's over the middle. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Powell on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into it. Not a good play at all.
Down to the 42, 2nd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Hey. On the ground, it's Akers. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win. about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
The drive will start with Connor. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field, but guess what? This one's now just about over.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. On the return is Williams. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Rams, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.